Where we at with it, boys? We might as well dive into one. Little fentanyl. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? Because I don't feel like us like looking up the video and playing it. I feel like we all seen it. I'm just gonna, for all y'all viewers, I'm gonna just put it up and then I'll roll in after.
That happened to me on tour, and my manager's name. Well, I don't even like to call him my manager anymore. Stat Quo. Remember that name, Stat Quo, because when I was on tour through 2018 to 2000, whatever, the world tours with Nicki and Juice and all that. I was a drug addict back then, right? And my manager was supplying me with the drugs. He knew all my plugs, so if I couldn't perform because I was withdrawing back then, because yes, I used to be a drug addict, he would make calls, send $5,000 out here, $5,000 out here, just to ship the drugs to wherever we're at in the world, Switzerland or anywhere in America. And he's gonna act like he didn't do that, like a fucking hypocrite. And I'm really feeling like I should take him to court, right? Because that was the time I almost died from the drugs. I was so skinny, unhealthy. But his name is Stat Quo. I'll even fucking pin this right here. Stat Quo. Also, he took my car away too. That I paid. That the majority of the money. How ironic. Peeps my fucking cover too. And now he wants $30,000 of the remaining money to pay it off, which I paid literally. It's all my money in the car, and he won't give it to me.
What y'all thinking about this shit?
Oh my God, this guy Lil Xan, like.
This guy, Little Xan.
Tell us about it.
It's Diego.
Tell me.
Oh shit, he changed his name. Diego.
It's still Lil Xan, bro.
Man, that guy's a fucking bum. He's just another broke ass sound. Wait, why y'all laughing?
That shit is just. Damn. I'm just laughing how it's gonna ring off too. We just played the video. He's a broke ass. But that shit makes sense because it's right coming after that.
That's what I got from the video. It's like,
yeah,
this era.
Do you think Stat Quo was really supplying him with drugs?
Honestly, no. I honestly don't think so. All right, possibly, maybe. Especially because if you was a drug addict like that, if he was a known drug addict like that, like Lil Xan, obviously if you're taking those harder pills and shit, you're gonna have withdrawals. So maybe if one time homeboy got him some drugs for this, it's like, all right, I could see that because you might have to go do a performance.
Yeah, and
but
the thing that makes it too like harder to believe too is everyone that like is industry, like Whack 100 said, Adam 22, other people basically said like, bro, Stat Quo is like the most straight edge dude ever. Like he don't know nothing about drugs. He don't have no drugs. Like he doesn't take drugs. He doesn't even drink. Doesn't smoke no weed. Like. So he's like a really reputable guy, and I've always heard about Stat Quo. Like he's one of them guys. He in the industry, you hear about him, but you don't know shit. Like we're not in the industry, but like you just heard the name before. So it's like the credibility's kind of tough, and I don't think Xan has no credibility, dog.
At all.
You know what Adam said? Adam 22. He said like, bro, they only toured for like 3 weeks max, because this nigga could never stay on a tour. He would get taken off the tour because he wouldn't like perform and shit. So he's like, you're talking about a 3-week span of time. You're saying he was supplying me at all these shows.
Yeah.
But
hey, also some assholes, bro.
Why?
Bro, but you know what? It's all over. The
car, right?
G-Wagon, bro. Yeah. Stat Quo gifted this man the G-Wagon, and I guess what he probably did was made a really big ass down payment on it, and he just had to pay the remainder. And then apparently Xan wasn't making the payments on it, so he's like, "You're not making the payments on this shit, like." So and the car is under my name. I'm taking this shit back because you fucking up my credit. When you know, obviously when it starts defaulting, so I'm taking this shit back. You got to pay me the remaining $30K.
Yeah,
this is all over $30K.
That's some fucked up shit. Nah, that is fucked up. On a money situation, on a business wise, so it's like, nigga, you fucking with some money.
No, you're broke. You're broke. Like, he had it right. You are broke. Like, and he kept saying on the stupid ass video, Stat Quo is his name. So remember that name. That dude is such a scrub, bro. Like he is the biggest scrub. When I hear him, I'm just like, I'm mad. Like, how do so many people even like? How are 2,000 people even tapped in this live? It's probably for giggles though.
Yeah.
My man's
everybody
like,
love to see
when you hear him talk though, bro.
I reckon show.
Hey,
But
put some respect on his name,
how you gonna
bro?
call him a bum and he's broken, bro? He's an addict. He needs help. He needs rehab. Okay, like he told you he's been doing drugs since he was a kid. Like
remember he came out and he's like, I just found out my father is a crackhead.
Hey, I want to flip the coin on that one, buddy.
That's his only defense
The way
for
you
being,
came out,
for being an
homie.
addict. Yeah, exactly. That's the only reason. That's maybe his defense for being an addict. But the other stuff, bro, who cares? Even if your manager was helping you get, he literally said, yo, because I was going through withdrawals and I couldn't perform. Fam, if I'm going through withdrawals and I'm like, yo, T, I can't go on. I really need this, bro. Please, could you get it for me? What type of nigga am I? Like 3 years later, like, yeah, this nigga Tory was supplying me with drugs while I was on tour. Like, bro, you begged me to do that shit, bro. I didn't feel good. I don't even take drugs, and I did that.
Bro, imagine
he's a bum.
he says that about like anybody he did drugs with.
That's fucked
He's
up.
like,
He's like,
he supplied me with all the drugs.
He's like, yo,
even though I was asking him for all of them.
He's like, yo, my dealer, every time I hit him, he came through with the drugs.
Can you believe
like,
that?
His name is like, oh my god, this nigga
Rico. Ask about Rico. He lives off Hines Street. Like, fam, what are we talking about?
Yeah, bro. Hey, shouts out to him, man. I hope he gets well, stops doing drugs.
Where does he rank on the successful SoundCloud rappers? Has he now tanked below Smoke Perp or above Smoke Perp?
He's below.
Below.
Because if he can't pay $30,000, in money wise, like, come on, he can't even pay $30,000 as a
He had
rapper.
like a bad freestyle.
The last thing we heard was the freestyle, but I think he sold 5K when he dropped.
Freestyle? No,
But Smoke Perp is still in like the culture. You'll still see him in certain, like, he'll pop him in Aiden Ross videos. You'll pop him in certain types.
Smoke Perp was in Aiden Ross video?
Yeah, bro. He was freestyling on that. It was probably written, but
had to be.
Yeah, 100%.
Not the Moan freestyle.
But yeah, I feel like he's still relevant. People still talk about Smoke Perp.
Well,
Lil Xan, nobody.
Well, Lil Xan is automatically relevant because he's a topic right now.
Currently. But like,
cause bro, Pump is irrelevant now. So Pump is irrelevant. Perp is definitely super irrelevant. And now you have Xan. Xan is super irrelevant, but I feel like it's like a piñata. Every time something pops up, like everyone's just in there to like watch this shit. Yeah, just watch the clown entertain.
Yeah, probably low. Yeah, he might.
I hope he doesn't watch this, bro. This is gonna be good for like his health. But hey, we're just nobodies.
I hope he doesn't watch this.
Nobodies.
Yeah, hey, I support you.
Maybe he'll get on the pod.
Huh?
Maybe he'll get on the pod. We'll be like, hey,
bro.
I help you pay off the car. Oh, okay. Also, think about this. You know how much a G-Wagon costs?
A lot, like 120.
I want to say 120 or
yeah.
like 200. Like depends how you got that motherfucker rocking. Let me just look real quick.
Probably like 120.
Oh, you
probably
know,
got a stock.
Let's say 120.
Right. So it's like, bro, we talking about 30K. I think Stat must have blessed him because you only have 30K remaining on it, and he hasn't had the car for that long.
Yeah.
Imagine it's a 6 year loan. It hasn't been 6 years since he gifted him the car, bro, and it's only 30K remaining on it.
And he was trying to claim that, like, oh yeah, he lied to me that we co-signed.
You idiot.
You probably couldn't even pay the shit.
That makes no difference at all. Literally no. If you get co-signed by someone, that means that. So say like I don't have the credit to get it myself. So I have, my uncle fucking co-sign me for it because he has more established credit. Yeah. If anything happens, I don't make payments. It still falls all on his head. That's why the co-sign is so important. Yeah. So him not having you as a co-signer, it makes no difference at all. If anything, you just have less liability on your head because you're not taking any of the hits when he doesn't pay for it. And second, you couldn't have co-signed on a car that was gifted to you. Yeah. How could he put it in your name if you're not present to sign off on it? That motherfucker was brought to you. You're not a co-signer. You're just an idiot. That's obvious. Like that's like you probably never bought nothing, and that's why so many rappers.
If you're if you get co-signed for a car, like my first car, I got a lease, and my sister co-signed. My auto credit was booming. That shit was up there. That's the only reason that's like.
Yeah, but that's why it'll also affect you if they don't make payments.
Yeah.
Which is even more.
But I mean, it's Stack's car.
But
it's Stack's car. It's not his car. I know it's a gift, but at the same time, if you're not even making the payments for it, and Stack's making all the payments because he's not gonna fuck up his credit.
Bro, exactly.
That's his money.
He's going to take back the car, bro. You're like a little angry, spoiled kid. Like, and bro, the fact that you have this guy who's done so much to boost your career that so many people have said, Wack was saying, I told him to drop him so many times. Yeah. And he did everything to try to get him in rehab, try to get him right. He's helping out his mom, like doing all this shit for the kid.
Rent.
You just went on live, and you're like 24 now at this point. You just went on live and publicly blasted this dude put his name out and kept repeating his name over and over again. This guy, from what everyone says, is a low-key guy. He doesn't want to be in the media. He doesn't want to be seen. He hasn't come out and said anything about it. But he has enough business. People know who he is, and they know who Xan is. And everyone who in the industry knows Xan is a fuck-up, a fucking train wreck, who's a fucking just an addict doing his thing, right? My dad's a crackhead. No one respects this dude.
Yeah.
And he's talking about
And he's
a guy
not
that
putting
people
in
do
the
respect.
work. That was
Yeah.
one of the other things
Yeah.
that Adam 22 was. Like, he's a lazy bum. Like, he's not, like, he's talking about, oh, Stack wants him in the studio recording, but all he sees him is bringing random girls over and doing drugs.
And this is
So
all
it's like,
over a $30,000 remaining on a car that he got you.
Yeah.
You just went and did all this to just crash out, try to end his shit. Say, I'm trying to get out of my contract, but I can't do. Fam,
We gotta get him.
bruh,
shit
they
out
don't
to
even
save his
want you
career,
in that
man.
contract.
man. Hey, Zan, I'll give you 1,000. You come on the pod.
Oh,
Nothing more though. Nothing more. I can't. Mess up.
29,000
Hey,
less.
750.
Hey, you know, I'll give. Hey, look, we might if y'all pitch in, we bump it up to 1,200.
I ain't paying that man $1,200.
No, together, like we'll.
No. 1,200 maybe like. No.
Fine,
never
I'll give him
mind.
1,000. Y'all each give him 100.
No, don't
I
give him
still
a
ain't
thousand.
gonna
It's
give
worth it.
him
Don't
a
give-
thousand.
No,
You
don't
wouldn't
give him a
even-
thousand.
no, I
No, don't
thought
give him
you-
1,000. I think total what he should get maybe like 750 to 1,000, not like 1,200.
Oh,
We're
I
talking
was
like $7.50.
Nah, when you say 750 to 1,000, I'm thinking of it all one number. Like, what the fuck is 750 to 1,000? Like, it's all
Fuck the
big
money,
ass
fuck the
number.
money. We'll give him $10, a bag of Doritos, and some Zans.
Just the Zans
That's the
will
way
cut
to
it.
bring him in.
Just the Zans
We're
will
gonna
cut
trade it in
Bring
for
them all, bro.
Yeah,
Bring
he
them
does.
all.
Hey,
He says
You heard it here first.
bro, he does say he's sober now, but I feel like everyone who's an
Bullshit.
addict, like
They're all
several times
sober.
will be like, I'm sober. Like, it's,
yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can be sober for 10 days and then relapse.
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta
All addicts are sober. Come on now.
show me your fucking coin. If you got
Yeah.
that 6-month coin, that year coin, if you ain't got the, they be
But
giving you
how
coins
many of
and
those
shit.
coins be lying, yo?
Nah,
Like,
nah.
you can't finesse the coin because you only get it from one source. But I'm sure you could. But who does that? You got to be sick in the
But
head.
what